All right, so we're going to look at this example 3 times, basically. We're going to start here, where we're just going to find this displacement, the displacement from here to here, the distance from there to there. Then we'll use that to find the velocity, and then the last example will be finding magnitudes and directions. Okay, so that's more or less how this is going to go. The idea here is that we have a boat, the BB-45. I don't know what BB stands for. Since I had a chance, I should have looked, but I don't know what it stands for. And we've got sort of an underwater drone that's coming off of McKean Island here. And you can read where it is from here if you want to. And that drone is going to follow this path and then eventually get picked up by the BB-45 right there. So we want to figure out here how far, or the displacement from here to here, the vector displacement, d, of the BB-45. So to do that, we're going to first find the initial position. We'll find that from problem statement. Then we'll find the final position, again from the problem statement, and then we'll use a little bit of vector math to find d. All right, so let's just write the initial spot. So we'll just call that L. And to find that, we'll figure out where it is. So it says here it's 38 nautical miles west of McKean Island. So it looks like a good choice of origin here is McKean Island, since we already know the position west there from it. So that's 38 nautical miles over here. We also know the distance south from it, which is 25 nautical miles south. So we can just write that. So let's see, this way is east, and so that would be positive. So that means west is negative. We have minus 38 nautical miles as our westerly position, and our northerly component is minus, 25 miles south, so nautical miles. Okay, so L is minus 38 minus 25. Next, we have this position here, and that will be, let's call it R, I think. Okay, now this is 32 miles west, so minus 32 nautical miles, and 58 miles south, so minus 58 nautical miles, the same way we did it before. 58 because it's south, minus because it's south and minus north, right? 32 minus because it's west instead of east. All right, now we've got those two things, and we'd like to find this d here, this displacement vector d. Okay, so that is going to be, the head of the vector is pointing to the end, so that's R, and the tail is where we started, L. Okay, so that's how we get a vector from one place to another, as we take the position of the end and subtract the position of the beginning, right? R minus L. Okay, so then we just add some things. Minus 32 nautical miles, minus 58 nautical miles, minus 38 nautical miles, minus 25 nautical miles. Okay. When we subtract component-wise, so we can subtract the x components. So we have minus 32 nautical miles minus 38 nautical miles in the x component. And then in the y component, we have minus 58 nautical miles minus 25 nautical miles. Okay, so we just do the subtraction component-wise. And so we have minus 32 minus 38, that's plus 6. So it's going 6 miles east this way, 6 nautical miles. And then we have minus 58, minus 25. And that would be, what, minus 33 nautical miles. So 33 nautical miles south. So that's the displacement. So in order to find this vector here, this d, first we had to figure out where this displacement, it is a displacement, so it's basically describing a trip from one place to another. So we need to figure out both the final position and the initial position. And once we've done that, we can subtract the initial position from the final position right here, and that will get us our displacement. Now we're going to use this twice. Well, we'll use this to find the velocity, and then we'll use the velocity to find the speed and the course. So I'm actually not going to find the distance here. You can do that on your own. I'm going to guess it's around 35 nautical miles. And that should be something sufficient for now. We'll go ahead and get to the next video on velocity, and then we'll do breaking up a vector into magnitude and direction. Okay. Bye now.